And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Songs of Six. Um, yeah, we're probably sitting at about the right. I'm gonna increase our level of tyranny even more. We're gonna go full tyranny. Flashing and disrespect are gonna go join the enslaved train. And by doing that, that's gonna get us both more tyranny and more law bonus. Could go all the way down to imprisoning or enslaving people for just criticism alone, but I think that's maybe pushing it a little far right now. In fact, that may have already pushed it too low. Let's to support this transfer. Let's put a few more guards on the tree, right? Temporarily bribe the people to keep them happy. So we got time for the tyranny effect to kick in. Current punishment from this crime is too harsh, and the net loyalty will decrease. Get more guards and other law boosts in order to benefit the current combination. Okay. Okay, that's about as much guards I'm going to get deployable at the moment. Oh, just a little negative at the moment. Still have 6 admin. Pick up stocks. I suppose I can probably put out death statues as well. Let's do death statues. Decorations. Death monument reminds the subjects of their mortality. I probably should distribute this around the town a lot earlier. This is gonna get tedious. Do a bunch of these. What about mounts of skulls? They're a little bit better. Okay. We'll remind our people why you do not displease the tyrant. Okay, put you there, put you there, put you there. There, 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 there. Basically getting one for every, like, housing block. Mound of skulls. Some of our citizens are probably not going to be appreciative of the sudden change towards tyranny here, but I would say they'll get used to it, but they're probably not going to get used to it. They're going to learn to not criticize, probably, anything. Although I suppose maybe we want them to criticize so that they can get punished. Okay, let's get those built out. In the meantime, we will deal with the temporary loyalty effects by magical window that is bribery. If that isn't enough, I might back down on some of the punishments. Nope, and we've got all the deranged people into treatment. They're not all better, but they're all in treatment. In fact, they're probably actually down to 58, so that's good to see. Let's go acquire from the neighbors some more slaves. anything, if I'm going to back down, I'm probably going to back down in the disrespect. Right now it's lowering loyalty quite a bit. Maybe not advisable. Well, tyranny is gained from punishing crimes harshly and detrimental to happiness. Yeah. Temporarily, we've sort of bribed everyone to be happy using the power of money. We don't necessarily want to have that be a perpetual thing. Rather have the benefits from sort of the tyranny support itself. Oh, my captives arrived already. Okay. More slaves? Yeah, I'm debating about coming back off of disrespect for the moment. We'll see if they start to go back into the grumpy zone on the loyalty from the disrespect tyranny. As the handouts come offline. Okay, so that one's not going to be sustainable unless I keep them bribed. So let's drop over to Catonians. So the Catonians, we will be nice enough to stop. Well, they really dislike the concept of punishing them for flashing, so we'll stop punishing them for flashing. See how that works with that group. And then we'll do a little bit of bribery to see how that plays out. Might have to come off of disrespect on them as well. Yeah, so it's dropping the loyalty malice from 100-something to -10, so that's probably the right way on that one. Something they like to be nudists. Yeah, because the number of pluses here indicates how much they're willing, or how much they're interested in you punishing that crime. Right, so the Catonians in particular are like, flashing's right up there with criticism, man. You gotta allow people to walk around with the nude. Well, I'm very knowledge negative. Let's grab another library then. Submissive, submissive, submissive. That's fine. They're not. So we'll emancipate one of them for the moment. Yeah. Let's grab another 100 slaves, 20 of each type. Just don't bring any Vivians in. You're declining, but you're only declining down to 100%, so that's fine. You're actually rising at the moment, that's okay. You're declining, but you're going to stay over 100%, that's fine. You're at this point actually stable, so I can bring more Gathimi in with the current laws. You're going to go to 101%, so you're fine. Okay. Probably thinking this level tyranny, I can get away with it and just start bringing more people in again. Let me do the housing upgrades while I'm thinking about it. Spring upgrade. Oh, I didn't upgrade them. I actually went through all the cut stone, I think. Oh, no, that did upgrade. And yeah, I went through all the cut stone, so I probably need more cut stone. Either production or... Probably production's the way to do it. Happiness is real... Baseline is real low. Those handouts will probably trend down, so I need to be a little careful with them. Really have some indoctrination on them. That's something I should probably do in the long run, but... Build up the education on the humans first. Okay, my captives have arrived. And that should provide me enough laborers to build another mason. Do more cut stones, I can do hopefully some more housing. You know, I probably have enough livestock. How much livestock would these guys actually want? 600 something? Yeah, okay. We can put that in the market system and distribute that at this point. Livestock on. And then the tilapia are going to be the ones who really want it, but let them go buy some livestock. Toilets are really down. Guess it's just more people coming in and me not improving the toilets. Click on the toilet so I can see where the toilets are bad. The answer is probably everywhere, but... yeah, I need more toilets. Not better toilets, I just need more. Okay, let's see if that's enough toilets. That's probably playing a role in why the health is low. Yeah, that's probably playing a part of a role. What about the wells? The last well improvement, the wells are still looking pretty good. About physicians. There's fine. Could do with more physicians as well. Okay. Yep, could do another physician there. Get it right to the back. Do another physician over here, probably. I don't know how I need another physician in that sort of area, but I'm gonna try. Might fit reasonably in there. Yeah, it'll fit reasonably in there. Okay, hopefully that helps with health. Gets health back under control. One bourbon gets them back to positives. That's fine for the moment. And yeah, everyone else is actually working with the current tyranny level. Although I don't think it's necessarily been a tyranny, a loyalty improvement. That's maybe up for debate. In fact, if anything, the game is telling me it isn't. It's minus 20 instead of any positive, so... The big one is probably disrespect, so I might want to back off on disrespect punishment. Leave the flashing, but back off on disrespect, maybe. Either way, let's bounce over to the neighbors and get some more slaves. Okay, so we're at the point in training up the guard where I probably want to make the guard troopers better. Rather than just continuing to add more and more, although we'll check environment first. Maybe another 100. The guard. Go another 100 in the guard. Okay. Something's caused the oddjobbers to tank pretty heavily here. Well, it could be the addition of more physicians or more toilets. Well, I don't think either of those really recruit up a bunch of employees. Okay, here comes the prisoner wave. We'll turn into slaves to hopefully free up a little bit of the oddjobber problem. 4 noble demands recompense. Noble from the Empire of Sand claims he and his retinue were assaulted by bandits on your roads. While the security of the roads is your responsibility as the lord of the lost land, rarely do victims of injury actually try to extract recompense for things like this, especially not a fifth of your treasury. Refusing would cause no issues. The noble's retinue is too small a threat to you. As you have so recently informed, you have a bandit problem. Perhaps the quarrelsome noble will fall prey to them once more and never return from someone to make trouble for you there. Arrange for him to meet some more bandits, or pay him. Empire of Sand. Do I know of the Empire of Sand? Trying to figure if they're actually an on-map empire, or is it just an event that's going to give me a negative opinion of people? You know, 600 is not that bad. I'll just pay him. I know there's not going to be anything probably bad happening about paying him. Yes, we're getting complaints about cold. I don't have enough hearts. Yeah, the heart system's overwhelmed. That's apparently with me adding more hearts recently, because I've got lesser hearts that haven't been upgraded. It can't be upgraded because I don't have the cut stone. Oh, I don't have the cut stone, obviously, because we're building toilets. The toilets got cost stuff. That's where the cut stone is going. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna buy from the neighbors is I'm actually gonna buy some cut stone. I'm gonna get like 1,000 cut stone from you. Yeah, it's gonna be expensive, but I think that's good for the state of the realm. Interesting. Oh, because I've got some more soldiers. The soldiers aren't considered. That's what's going on there. But to go like, do I have like a lot of retired that I'm not accounting for? I don't think that's the answer. My knowledge. It might be worth trying to get another laboratory, or another, not laboratory, another library going for elder care. That would be one way to get a bunch of happiness. Especially as increase the number of slaves. We could start to retire people. Retire the people who are not slaves, after all. So I'm gonna have more Kathimi, have more Talapi, without any real problems. In fact, because I think I can have more Kathimi and they don't naturally reproduce at the moment, let's go ahead and actually free Kathimi. There you go. That's actually a migration wave without a migration wave for them. Do that mildly to the floppy as well. I don't necessarily want to do too hard to the tilapia because they are reproducing. Unlike the Earthing, which don't have passive reproduction. That gives us some more free pop. Anyway, let's well, I should probably wait until the modifier from not only on those particular races. I think that's only on those particular races. Yeah, it's already coming back down, 170%. Oh, and you're gonna drop, so you want to be a couple more. You want to be freed. Everyone else, we can bring some more slaves in, I think. Plans, public. Resources, that is. Human population. They send me some more workers. Workers that don't get to pick where they work. Self-improving? Or has it improved? Might not have improved. It doesn't look like it's improved very much. It's not just because the physicians haven't really kicked in yet. Okay, so it doesn't look like all of them have finished building. That's a concept that might explain why it's not really done. Or maybe they've only just finished building if they have finished building. Prisoners of the jobs have arrived. Knowledge did hit 70. Yeah, I'm gonna run elder care. It's probably not gonna be a perfect solution. Yep, still got space to allow more in for everything that does not live in. Because again, I suppose that's one way to sort of raise the population, is we make everyone a little bit happier by allowing them to retire. And we just backfill with slaves. The jobs. Assuming we can keep the slaves happy enough. And that doesn't seem to be too much of a concern right now. The slaves we have enough guard power to correctly intimidate is what's going on. The plebeians, less so. Anyway, I think we will back off. I think it's specifically disrespect here, because we're getting the minus 18%. So happiness minus 10, law plus 16, loyalty is minus 18. This is how it's doing the math on that. Execution. As punishment and crime combination is too harsh, and the net loyalty will decrease. Okay. Could go to none, or could go to pardon. Should in theory be the same. Suppose I can increase net loyalty, so we'll do that swap. That swap. Prisoners have arrived. And the punishment to the slaves right now, for most of them, is to be in prison. So I'm having to expand the prison system to handle the much larger slave population. Pissing them off to the hospitals. You don't need hospitals. suppose we'll let you go to the physicians so that we can get the health bonus from you going to the physicians. But hospitals apparently don't need. No, it's just still trending up. I'm gonna probably start actually investing in health. Probably what we do there. Admin's staying stable at 8, so I think admin we invest in stocks. Then innovation. It's not enough to pick up advanced bakery. It is enough to pick up expert baking, so we'll do that. That's important. Some more slaves, so we've got people to backfill the otherwise empty jobs. Yep, got the capacity to handle the current prisoners. Will I help bonus? Failure to comply with this request can have unforeseen consequences. You rather want some of my land. But well, I bid greetings to the great fool of Punj, ruler of rulers. Bah, what a joke you are. Utterly pathetic. In fact, your existence insults me. Pay up, or I will come over there and smite you personally. Okay, well, I'm not very much on board with just giving you random stuff. Sylvan. Who is the Sylvan that is threatening me? Those guys. So, rivalry has kicked up to the point where they're probably unreconcilable. Especially because I don't know gun as diplomats. How big is your army? I'm not even sure. I can see their army. Okay. I probably can't see their army then. Their entire country is apparently only like 4,000 large. Like the only one that hates me right now? To be fair, we're not giving them a territory because that's going to undermine a whole bunch of the economy at this point. So we gotta say no to that. I'd give you stuff, but territory, no. Territory is taking it a step too far. Oh, and they don't even have everyone available for selling. Okay. Still, we got a shipment of can from them. And then, yeah, I think it is time to start contemplating some retirement. As one sort of desperate gamble on actually getting the population in the city larger. Rest home. Okay, well that's 5 versus... Oh, that's 22, so that's... So 22 goes out that far. It's basically a 7 by 4. Whereas that is a 7 by 1. So 7 by 4 is 28 versus 2 of those, which would be 14. And it is more than twice the capacity, so yeah, I should probably go that way and not that way if I'm going to do one of these shape-wise. And that would work. At least to the ends that will work. Not sure if that'll work in the middle. I will also, for these rest homes, we will need at least one dance floor. I think for them to work properly, they need one dance floor. Okay, so that works. And we need to get, ideally, maximum coziness. Okay, the dance floors count as blocking the room. Blocking path. Carpets do not. So, at this point I think it's just convert walkable tile, or walking necessary tiles into carpets. See if I can get it to full coziness that way. Answer is no. There's a few things I might be able to do. So get rid of you. Let's go double wide, no. Decorations, because they're unwalkable, are slightly more tile efficient. And then I'll just put those basic carpets in because I feel like it. So that'll work. That'll hold 150 people in retirement. Get that building. And that's all stuff we have. So we can definitely spam out quite a few of these. Get people into retirement while backfilling them with slaves to raise their happiness so we can have more of that population free. I think we have people coming in, right? I bought more captives. Oh, let's double check. Am I still on top of children? Yes. Bad teachings. Okay. That can be a problem. Okay, so you have enough that I can lower emissary spent on you by much. We can throw them at you, which I don't think is going to be a solution. It's not with the number I have. Although it might be if I can get another embassy building going. Okay, I don't have to build another embassy. Okay, that would be enough to work the embassy system at least. Give or take a few people. I'll probably want more in for retiring, of course. So you can probably accept more, you can probably accept more. You probably even just want more freed. And then you can accept more, okay. Okay, next step is retiring some people. Tremors! Assume we have the food for this. Yeah, it's a portion of your current food stockpile, so it's not too bad. Sacrifice successful. I think the sacrifice is successful regardless of which sacrifice you do on that one. Not enough knowledge yet for more medical research, although that's probably what I'd spend it on. And yeah, not enough for the last of the bakery ones. Working on still building the emissary, the embassy. Here comes our prisoners to become prisoners of the jobs. Or 11,200 people live in the city. The title we're aiming for is actually 12k plebeians, I think. It might be 12k actual people and it just says plebeians. I'm not 100% sure. Because I think we had asked to like bring people in, bring slaves and not bring plebeians in, but yeah, we'll see. May in fact see this stream at the current rate. I want to get this first rest home done, and then we'll bring this part to a close. Might even finish up the embassy here as well. See how long it takes for the embassy to build. Okay, one guy's gotta go hammer the one thing. There we go. So now we have rest home for 152 humans. So we should make sure there's 152 humans at retirement age to enjoy it. Probably by reducing retirement age, because the retirement age apparently is enough to prevent most of the humans from not being that age. So 150? Okay, so 152. 150 is close enough for 152. Bandit would show up with 5, almost 6,000 soldiers. Yeah, under his eye, Asta, I hereby bestow upon you the great pleasure of meeting Eridor the Outlaw. Winter's coming, fellow, and it'd be beneficial for you to have your subjects like me. Soldiers have to eat, so we kindly ask you to ship us some supplies. Yeah, we're not meeting that many. So we were gonna pay up. To be fair, I think we need 2, 4, 6 of those rest homes to get the humans fully retired. So let's start on the next one. Yeah, my retirees have to actually, you know, make use of their retirement before I get the bonus here. In theory, I should have 150 retirees. I'm not 100% sure whether or not making use of the retirement home. Well, I should save up some more money before we try to acquire more unwilling employees. And yeah, from a raider standpoint, I'm annoyingly at that point where we're just so wealthy. The raiders are really big. 2, 3, 4. That was the one that just came. That was okay. They're maybe not the best equipped, but 5,000 soldiers. Our guys are gonna be intimidated by the number. The dread to think about how. So those guys are probably perfectly equipped if they're only 1.4K. I mean, these are big bands. Big bands. I'd probably take anything that's less than 1,000. We'd probably say no to. So if Maria the Mad Eye showed up, we'd probably say no. The Hut, the One Eye, 800's maybe a bit high. But some of the smaller ones down here we take, right? But more than half the bandits at this point are bigger than I feel comfortable trying to take on with the city garrison. If for no other reason than even if we did win, I think we'd lose enough of the garrison that I'd have to suddenly be very non-tyrannical. Because otherwise we wouldn't be able to maintain the submission. Or even the loyalty of the subjects at this point. Yeah, it's still predicting that flashing is supposedly getting loyalty negatives on things. Okay, let's go one more down. Let's drop the ones that telling us aren't actually positives. Okay, second emissary is done, so that's theory going to give me more emissary points. Oops. Don't have that point yet. Okay, I'll have points, give it enough time. I'll have to revisit that. Yeah, more humans should be retiring. For some reason they're not. Estimated 148, we're getting like 40-something, which is not how that's supposed to work. Let's bring this up to 300, because we're going to have the space for 300 soon. everything's delivered for this rest home, so I'll let myself get dragged into finishing up one more construction here. I think we're gonna, well, should in theory have enough humans retired to use this. I think the problem is that humans, well, the humans should be retiring, they're not, for whatever reason. I'm not quite understanding why. And it doesn't look like it's a building I can set the priority to use on, so... yeah, I'm gonna second one done, so... there's more retirement space if the humans will actually retire into the retirement space. At this point, we're gonna start running out of retirement age decrease that I can do. But yeah, this is where we're going to put the part break in here. If you're watching on YouTube, we are going to have another part up tomorrow. We are going to record one more. I think we're going to hit 12K in one way or the other, figure out if it's plebeians or total population. I used to remember it being total population, but maybe that was just me being used to not running this many slaves. Because we do have a lot of slaves. But yeah, we'll see. We reliably have Astra, so at this point, we'll find out. But yeah, we're gonna get more slaves in, and we're gonna try to do more rest homes. I might try to release more humans back into the general population. Another thing I can do is I can get... do I have execution? Already. I do have an execution, so I could go start, you know, making some execution locations and changing from enslaving people to executing people, because I think that has a bigger beneficial law effect. Yeah, has a bigger beneficial law effect. Although maybe not by much relative to slavery. If the goal simply is to get loyalty, that might be the way to go. And I suppose the game is telling me, like, I'm technically losing some loyalty from punishing vandalism that way, so I could back off from the vandalism punishment for some of them as well. That would slow down the rate of generating more slaves, which probably would be fine. I'll think about it over the short break here. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. For some reason, the Twitch, yeah, let me pause for a moment. Hopefully, we can get the music going in. Some quiet spot in the Songs of Six soundtrack going on here. Yeah, no, we'll make do. I will be back to record another part after a short break here if you're watching on Twitch. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and our stream, and bye for now.